Thokozani bogogo nabomkhulu makhosi amakhulu makhosi amahle. Mazini sangwayo nyamakayishi isha kamabhebhezeli zungu kuyabenyathi gatsheni Ndlovu sibalukhulu makatuzela Dlamini makebakangwani Zulu Ncamalala Msholozi Zuma Mutheleni ngani kaShenge Mkhize Kapazela the great one Mabonga, the great one Mahalia, and the great one Chinya. Mbongo senjangase Bekika Ndaba Mzilika Skamashobani Cabasha Kamvelo Sibiya Sotobe Somahashi Dabuluvalo Nomzamo Mkanyakude Mlotra Mbanjwa Mkachwa Shaka Mshweshwe Nzelimani Mufukeng Maketa Nomzamo Mkanyakude Dabuluvalo. Okay, good people, my name is Gogo Mpho Kamudi, Prophet Dr. Mkhulumpo. I want to talk about child support. Child support, there are other fathers, there are absent fathers out there. Bese umzali intombazani ahamba ayombophisa amlandelele ukuthi akakhokhelele leyo ngane. Sometimes uNkulunkulu wanted you to have umntana nje without this person. Sometimes the person was used as an instrument to make you pregnant so that ube nengane. Yeah, that's it. You don't need this person because of awukwazi ukuthi ulandelele umuntu umforce their responsibilities. You can't run after a person and force them to acknowledge and accept the child. Firstly, accept the child and look after the child. Accepting a child is something else, but not taking the responsibility of looking at after the child or kids that he has. It is something else because awukwazi ku foster the love into foster a relationship. You can't force someone to love your child. You cannot. The person chose to leave because they wanted to, because they don't care about you and the child. Most importantly, about the child that does not know anything about the separation or relationship has got nothing to do with ingane. So when the person does not care about the child, it means the person they're showing no interest and they don't care and they don't want to be around you. They don't want to help you with the child. That is quite clear. So you cannot force ukuthi umuntu abuya azonake ingane. You can't because sometimes other people, they do things deliberately. Well, this person, you'll find that they didn't know that they were going to have kids with you, because some women are dumped when they are still pregnant and they don't recover to this day. So the most important thing is to accept the reality that, look, this person does not want to be the father, or he just wants to run away. It's okay, leave the person alone. Look, you'll struggle to look after the child and take the child to school. That's a challenge for every single parent, especially Lawanga Sevens. Even Usevenza, there are other things that the kid would love to have. But then also you must remember that if you're forcing the presence of someone that is not interested in your life and your child's lives, it is an abuse to the child, the toxicity, the negative information, the connotation, the narrative that comes with it, because of when you'll find that the person has moved on with their lives and even married. So when be just because you are fostering this relationship, which is not possible. And you must realize that sometimes it's meant to be to let go and let live. Let other people go on with their lives, because of, look, if the person have hurt you so much, the universe will take will reward you accordingly. Karma will take its own course, because of, I can't say justice, but it's karma, because of if the person decides to abandon their own blood, that's Nkulunkulu and your ancestors will stand for you, especially umtana ongazilut. Because once you forced the relationship, once you try to force the relationship between the child and the father, some kids do retaliate. They will retaliate. It doesn't matter what the child will go through. And I will not talk about Uguti. Other kids will even ask her, Uguti or him, Uguti, where's your father? Look, that has nothing to do with what the community says and what other kids are saying about him or her, Uguti. When your parents are wasn't drop a school, try to motivate your child as much as possible, because of the person has abandoned you. They left. Now, that proves a point. And umuntu decide you can't force the person to come back into your space. You cannot. Because it's going to be a tug of war between yourself and the child and the father. You cannot try to foster something that is not there. You cannot. It's going to hurt you even more because of you want this person to be present in your space, in your life, in the lives of the child. A lot of kids, they become abused because of they want to feel the love of ubaba wabo. And you must tell them that your father akafuni ukukhulisa. You must tell them. Don't give a lot of information, negative information, but you must just tell them that, look, it's me and you, mtanam. That person akafuni lutonga. You must tell them the truth. Because of, if you don't tell the person the truth, look, by telling the person the truth, it's not like you are avoiding questions. You are helping the child who has khulule. Angahamba landelela thi ngifuna ubaba wami. Because abafazi abadala umuntu okhona ane 37 uzohamba athi I'm looking for my father, mase fika lapho they become very much rejected ukuthola ukuthi ubaba wakhe kade hamba nje elahla abantwana wonke umhlaba jikelele. It's not a story, actually, it's reality, because there's a lot of programs out there on TV where they talk about my father has abandoned me, angmazi inhlobo, ngifuna nefamily yakhe. And please know that, look, even if you don't know your family's your father's family or ubaba wakho, look, don't think that you need to be attached. You need to attach yourself to the family of the person that abandoned and that didn't love you. Because of, you can't say wena ufuna ukuthi wenzelwe umsebenzi akugezwa ekhaya kini as a child, or udinga ukuthi wenzelwe umsebenzi wesintu. No, you don't need that. People get this mixed up very wrongly, very incorrectly. People think that how can the person that has abandoned you, how can they bless you? They don't have a clean heart. They have got a dark past, and he's not a good person. So you cannot force Uguti, because this person has abandoned you. Now you want to go to this person's family and ask Uguti ugezwe ulungiselele izinto mhlambe ku-kitchen enhlawulo. That cannot happen, because oqala the person has never accepted your child. Now you want to force the person has never accepted your child. Now when you want to take this child to the family, look, lababantu mhlambe nale ngane bayazi. When you want to, I always see a lot of people try to say, no, ngiyamthatha ngimisa ku family yakhe ukuthi mama enzele umsebenzi. For what? The person abakumele bakwenzele umsebenzi or ingane yakho, it is people that chose, that makes the decision to take that responsibility ukwamkela ukubika edlozini. And if the father has abandoned you, look, there is no attachment. Only through blood you are connected to that person. That does not make that person your family. No. Unkulunkulu umdali wenza ukuthi nje wena uhlangane nalomuntu nibe nengane. Maybe intentionally you felt pregnant, but you can't force ukuthi umuntu abe khona, abe present in your child's life. Look, you are hurting the child more than you think. You think you're doing a child a favor. It's like staying in a loveless relationship or relationship or marriage, because you're thinking that you are hurting the child because excuse me, you know that this person is so abusive. As a man, as a woman, you know that the person is so abusive. So now you want to go to the child must be accustomed and subjected to abuse, psychological and mental. Don't do that to your child. Do not, because of the psychological abuse takes a toll on a child and you as a person, because of umntana okhulela phakathi ku-abuse. They struggle to survive. They struggle to blend in other communities, on to mingle, to find their peers and become friendly, because of there's this pain, there's this lack in them, in their emotions, there's this gap that they're trying to close all the time because of what they did not receive as a child. So kumele umbeke kahle emizweni yakho, umtshele ukuthi look, this is the situation, it's me and you and umndeni wami. Do not ukuthi wena uzohamba uyofuna ubaba wakho. Although other kids are very stubborn, it's not your fault. Other kids are very stubborn because bathanda ukuthi bafakele abazali babo kuyikhona athi, look ma, I want to find my dad. Look, what is the use of finding umuntu agaze akunaga? This person has never gave a right ass about you, but when you want to go and look for that person, akakufuni uqala. Look, you can't force the person to love you. He decided to let go, unless if there was a miscommunication because between wena no babu. If it was a miscommunication, or when you decided that you don't want to continue with the relationship, ungahambi kulama programs ukuthi ufuna le ndoda inikeze ingane yakho imali because the child is now 15 years. Look, and don't use your poverty to try and pin the person because of, you can't use that. You can't use your problems to try and pin this person in your life to be the father that he was not, the absent father. You cannot do that because of, look, you're gonna come across a lot of problems and pain. So you are better off with your own peace because of, you find that uzihlazile kumndeni wakho uthola ukuthi yazini you were better off ungakhulumi nabo because of, they'll even tell you that wena usithuma malapha, wena uqhethe imndeni zabantu futhi ufuna ukuthi udle imali zalo muntu because now umbona se right une business or in, and that was not your intention. You just wanted ukuthi akasize. But then sometimes you don't need usizo lalabantu abaso because of, to start with, when a person abandons you and your child, that is a sign ukuthi akanifuni. What more clarity do you need? Because of, if a person decided that they want to dump you, but when uyamlandelela, you want to prove a point that he's a father. Look, a person that has abandoned an irresponsible person, a parent. Look, how much information do you need? How much truth do you want out of this whole situation? Because of, as it is the situation, it is quite clear that you are not needed. You are not important to this person because umuntu balekile. If umuntu enage ingane, they will make sure that the child have a lot of things they need as a child to grow up healthy. A healthy mind will prosper indeed. But umuntu onganakile ingane yakhe ngoba naye unezinto ezimhluphayo now, this person will use the situation to abuse you or to just abandon you. And a lot of people do not realize that ukwazi ukuthi ulandelele umuntu, or as a child awukwazi ukuthi ulandelele umuntu uthi wena ufuna ubaba wakho ufuna ukuba nobudlelwano. There was never a relationship between yourself and ubaba wakho usasiswini sakama wakho. And a lot of people do not even understand that there's a lot of signs and red flags from a person that has abandoned their kid. That's quite clear because uthando umuntu ulutshengisa from day one uzalwa wena. You'll even hear stories ukuthi he wayengafuni ukuzwa lutho ngawo. But when the person has abandoned you and after 37 years when you think you want to look for the person, ukushiya ngamabomu ukuthi bayezwana wena noma wakho, that is regardless, and that is immaterial. That's not important because of ukuthi abazwani anizwani wena nobaba walengane. If the person knows that unengane, kumele athathe responsibility. And if angafuni, you can't force a person to do something they don't want. You cannot umfake khoneni because of, you'll end up in tears. So hlukanani nalabantu bangafuni ukuninaga because of, when I try so hard, uhlupheka ungenalutho siswami. It's difficult to say this. It's easier said than done. But I feel like umuntu ongakunakile utshengisa their true colors from the onset, because of, if you ulandelela umuntu okutshengisile ukuthi I don't give a rat's ass about you, look. But when are you trying to follow this person, they will even create stories about you that when njengo umbona ngathi uqhubekile ngempilo wakhe ukhona impumelelo, now you ufuna ukuziphendula izimbungulu, ufuna ukuziphendula imbungulu nje, parasite. So don't just let go. Just let go and have peace. You'll be strong and you will survive. You will survive because of, if you are mentally strong and emotionally okay, you're able to overcome and go through a whole lot of things. But if you look like a wreck, and you show this person that you are needy, uyamdinga, uzokutshela nokuthi, look, what kind of clarity do you need when you have been dumped? Ukuthi wena nengane or nayo akwenzi ngohlupho, because some people are horrible. They will tell you ukuthi ayelalela. You are looking for something that you won't even get. You will be told that when I was to my love. When you have so the most important is to let go. Save yourself, because some of the things you won't recover from them. And uzothinja akakutshelanga kanti bakutshela athi kuphelile, and kuphelile means the person does not want to be present in your life. So I want